I will make sure that we go for a drive before the end of this video. Well, welcome back everybody. Thanks for tuning in. As promised last time, we're back to work on the old 86 C10. So this morning I come out here with intentions of starting on pulling the heater box. So I pulled the nuts off the firewall for the heater box, and the one I was also using as a ground and a mounting point for the fuel lines. Well, of course, the nut was stripped on it. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just carefully cut it out with the grinder. I don't know where it all went now, but... Well, of course, I nicked a fuel line. So then I had to redo my fuel system. So I moved my filter up here where it's uglier, but easier to service. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I moved my pump to the outside of the frame rail, away from the exhaust, and redid all that. I'm not super happy with this, but I can change that in the future. And now, I pulled bunch of the wiring out of the way and pulled the heater box out. So now I've got the heater box here, and as you can see, sure enough, there was a fair mouse nest on this heater core. No wonder I had no heat in the winter, and occasionally, you know, it would stink or throw mouse nest on my floor. That's why my floor always looks like it's covered in underlay. So I'm going to clean up the mouse nest. I'll change out the heater core in the box here. I'll get the box stuffed back in, and it was also missing a screw holding the blend door, or the direction door, I don't know. I gotta put a screw back in that so that the cable functions correctly, and then we'll put the ECM and all the wiring back in, put the glove box back in, get that all cleaned up and nice, and I will run both trigger wires for the fans through the firewall, and we will mount. Well, I got one relay mounted, but I got to pick up some pigtails for relays, and I think I'll have the other wire here ready in case I put an aftermarket rad in with dual fans. Then I'm set up to run both fans independently. So I'll get started on that heater box, and I'll catch up with you after. So as you saw there, I pulled the heater core out. Well, I tried to vacuum a little bit. There wasn't much to vacuum. I just dumped it out, really. Pulled the heater core out, went to put the new one in. Of course, the new one doesn't fit. So I grabbed the old one. I had a look at it. It's clean. It was just a mouse nest sitting here, really. So it's clean. I put it back in. There's no holes in it. It didn't leak. I just had no airflow because I had a mouse nest. So now I will get this heater box back in, I'll get the glove box back in, and then I'll get the wires ran for the fans so that I can start wiring under the hood as soon as I grab a couple parts from uptown. Motors danger zone. We don't read manuals, we make our own path. Fuel and fury in a thunderous rain. Dealt to the bone, wild and loud. Firing up beasts that ain't allowed. Built to the bone, sparks will fly. few minutes when I shut it off, it finally let some coolant against the thermostat, opened the thermostat, and then it sucked down another whole jug. So I just got it running again now with some water or some coolant in the funnel. We'll let it run for a bit, make sure it's happy at the level it is. I put some in the overflow. Then I found the instructions for the overflow tank and it said to drill the hole bigger. So I wonder if drilling the hole bigger will help level up the grad. I know it's probably wishful thinking, but that's what I'm going with. But anyway, it's out there, and I rinsed and scrubbed and cleaned out the sump in the garage. The garage doesn't reek like gasoline anymore. So yeah, we'll let it run for a little bit. We'll bring it back in, and then hopefully by tomorrow I have enough pieces to finish building my air intake. And hopefully I get a chance later today to run out and grab a few electrical connectors and a relay pigtail, and I can get the fan wired in fully instead of just with jumper wires like I have it for the battery right now. So I'll catch up with you then. Well, there we go, guys. It's not pretty, but the fans are wired in through a relay and a fuse, 30 amp fuse to the battery. I turned them on the ECU. I gotta check what my thermostat opens at, but I just roughly put them, turns on at 205, turns off at 190, or no, sorry, 180. So it'll just be a matter of fooling with that. And then my 90-degree elbow came, and I kind of got this done very ugly to kind of get it where I need it for now. I'd like to put it down in this corner a little more, but for now it's not going anywhere. I zip tied it to the upper rad hose, tied all the wiring up out of the way with some zip ties. I should cut the tail on that one. But it should be good now to run. So tomorrow, let's take it for a drive and see how it does. Or Tuesday. Either tomorrow or Tuesday we'll do that. Because I'm going to take it to work on Tuesday. The only thing I got left is there's a couple nuts I got to put on the intake manifold. I do have some new ones. But I might do those at work where I got a little better tool selection. So that might also be a Tuesday job, but I'll just quick fire it up here, shut the hood, and see how noisy it is with the hood closed. Because you do hear quite a bit of intake noise. Only thing is I tightened up my throttle cable, and now it's tight, and that throttle body is firm. I'll tell you that for free. So I might just loosen this cable a little bit so I got a little bit of play in my throttle, and then we'll get her fired up. Well, I promised I wouldn't finish this video until, I think I said until it was running. I might have said until it does a burnout. I think that was September. Today is March 1st. It's been on the road since then. I just haven't had a chance to actually, you know, film anything. And it hasn't been running great. It's got some tuning issues, but you're gonna have to wait and see what I'm gonna do about that. In the meantime, I will take it for a drive here and film for you, and then we will finish this video up. There you go, guys. Thanks for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Follow me on Instagram. It's at BarkleyBuilt. I'm trying to update it with stuff. I was just out earlier today, starting on this year's, hopefully, Miles of Mayhem project. So check it out. There should be some stuff on Instagram, and it should be in the next video here or so. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you next time.